Hey guys, this is Brandon's Baseball Blogs. Me and my friend Randy are going to be discussing this whole sports interview about John Cena and his career and his feuds. I have here my undisputed WWE Championship belt, that is signed by Cody Rhodes, and I'm going to be saving up for the side plates for Cody Rhodes, and so I can put them on this championship belt. And I want to say, my honest opinion, John Cena is the GOAT. No doubt he is. He has the most world championships with 17. And he's had a lot of great feuds in his career. He has the most wishes granted in Make-A-Wish by a WWE superstar and by anybody. And John Cena is honestly the best wrestler and best leader out of all of them. And my honest opinion, he's had great feuds with The Rock, with the Bloodline, Roman, and he's had really great feuds with Bray Wyatt and CM Punk, Randy Orton, and Bryan Daniels, Kurt Angle, and oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of it, Lesnar, and also the Judgment Day. And my honest opinion, John Cena has had so many great feuds, where the one that I could remember is where John Cena was like this, was going after The Rock and then mocked The Rock, and then The Rock bottomed John Cena and beat John Cena for the title and beat him in WrestleMania 28. And then literally they met a year later and made history to set a WrestleMania date where John Cena beat The Rock for the championship at WrestleMania 29. And I'm really excited to see John Cena at Monday Night Raw on November 17th with my brother Randy Stubanak, because literally Randy is a really cool bro, and he got me into wrestling, and my friend Gabe got me into wrestling. So literally here's my friend Randy, and we're going to be discussing all about John Cena's leadership, his career, and about his 17 world championships, and just about his making a wishes granted, and always being there for the kids, and always trying to actually be a good wrestler, and never giving up in the heart, loyalty, and respect, and never give up. Here's my friend Randy.
What's it?
So Randy, what do you have to say about this whole episode being about John Cena?
The last time I saw him in person, in wrestling, was basically WrestleMania 30 when he faced Bray Wyatt.
True.
And I was there with my deadbeat mom. Hi, Mom. Hope you see this again.
Wow.
And it's not like you did, because you don't give a damn about me. You never did. You never saw these videos. You never say how much you're proud of me. You always say I'm a disappointment. But at the end of the time, I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of the person who I am. And there's not a dang thing you can take away from me. I got my first replica title without your help. And I never gave up on that dream. First of all, you took me to see my first and final match with Bray Wyatt in person. And, got us custom side plates, so sucks to be you, Mom. And on top of that, if it wasn't for everything that I've been through, from the highs and lows, and like John Cena says, you never give up. That is his memo. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Never give up. He is the 17-time world champion. He is the last champion. At the end of the day, John Cena, I respect you as a man. I respect you as an athlete and who you are.
True. Plus, I remember John Cena threw out the first pitch for the Dodgers in a Dodger jersey. MLB posted, "Where's John Cena? You can't see him." What do you think of the "you can't see me" gimmick that he does?
I actually like it. It's really cool.
And what do you think of people saying Cena sucks?
It's just part of the storyline.
True. And what do you think of his feuds that he's had in his career? Like with Bray Wyatt, with Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, CM Punk, the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, The Rock, and oh my goodness, Big Show, Seth Rollins, The Miz. What do you think of John Cena's feuds?
So I remember the WrestleMania where Roman Reigns was versing Triple H for the WWE Championship, and it was The Rock. The Rock interrupted Bray Wyatt, and this is when John Cena came back from an injury, and he saved The Rock from being attacked from the Wyatt family.
Wow, and who was in the Wyatt family back then?
That's when Bray Wyatt was injured, and he was only able to do promos and things like that. And he's like, Rock, I'm going to decimate you. And then The Rock was saying, oh, I heard a lot about you, Bray. I'm like, oh, I'm going to eviscerate you, Rock. I'm going to eviscerate you, boy. and then like, he beat Eric Rowan in like a fast seconds, and then and then it was just like,
wow. And then John Cena came out.
I actually had a wrestling card from that WrestleMania, and then I have to say this: it's not all. If it wasn't for Edge, aka Adam Copeland from AEW, John Cena wouldn't be in the predicament that he's in right now in the WWE. It's like all those cool matches that Edge and Adam Copeland. That's what we got to call him by because he's no longer in contract with WWE.
Yeah.
But Adam Copeland, aka the Radar Superstar, and John Cena has so many amazing matches.
Yeah, they did. They really did have a lot of great matches together. What do you think of his feuds like with The Miz, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton?
Okay, what I liked about the match that CM Punk had with John Cena in 2013 Money in the Bank, that was a really cool style match where CM Punk's contract was ending and it was for the WWE Championship. And then Mr. McMahon, which we should not pronounce him as now Mr. McMuffin.
True.
Mr. McMuffin says, oh, if you lose the WWE title, you're fired. After the day, John Cena never got fired. He just brought up another strap. And then people look at him as a paper champion. And then he had a feud with CM Punk and John Cena. And then they found out who the real champion was. But it's kind of funny because that's the whole point about CM Punk and John Cena's feud. From now, as John Cena's a real champion, it's like CM Punk says that you couldn't beat me, so like now you can't beat me fair, so you have to take the cheap way out when it comes to.
That's true.
Couldn't beat him fairly. So now that you have to be cheap shot, motherfucker.
And what do you have to say to John Cena about when we're going to go see him at his final Raw in New York City, November 17th?
John Cena, I know a lot of people take this for granted to get your consent to take a photo with you or take a video of you. Last world champion, I'll make sure I'll be the one in a million for your last moment at Madison Square Garden to ask your permission before I photograph you or take a video of you without your consent. I'll make sure I'm like, Mr. Cena, can I take a photo or a video of you? If you say yes, cool. If you say no, I'll kindly respect that, sir.
Yep. And what do you think about John Cena versus Randy Orton in his career?
I actually like the feuds.
Yeah? And what do you have to say about the feuds?
They're pretty good feuds.
Well,
I like the feud that he had with the Evolution and everything.
Yeah? You want to explain it?
I mean, the Night of Champion feud with Triple H and John Cena and Randy Orton was pretty spot on cool. I like that Teddy DiBiase was...
Yeah?
DiBiase Sr. is the father of Teddy DiBiase Jr.
Wow.
And
sorry.
And basically the whole feud was that, because Randy Orton had legacy with Cody Rhodes, Teddy DiBiase Sr.'s son, Teddy DiBiase Jr., the $1 Million Man's son, and they screwed over John Cena and Triple H, so it led off from that match to Night of Champions on the real.
True. And what do you have to say about John Cena and his gimmick, never give up, heart, loyalty, and respect.
So yeah, so basically, yeah, I like the name Hustle, Loyalty, Respect. It's a good gimmick. It's cool.
And what do you think about how with John Cena granting the most wishes in WWE?
I wish you the best of luck, John Cena. You were like one of the top dogs in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And you have much respect from me. And I will respect you forever. Your legacy will always be remembered.
True. And what do you think about John Cena, like where he's had his matches like with Roman Reigns and Brock?
Brock, I'm not a big fan.
I understand that. And what do you think of when Cena walked up to Lesnar and slapped him across the face, where nobody else would do that?
I mean, that takes courtesy and balls to do that, to be honest.
And what do you have to say to Brock for doing that to Cena?
I mean, it's mainly Paul Heyman, though.
True. And what do you think of John Cena versus the Bloodline in his career?
I actually liked the feud, though. It was a pretty good feud.
What was your favorite about it?
I mean, John Cena taking the contract for Finn Balor and signing it versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title. That was pretty legit.
How do you think Roman was feeling?
I feel like Roman wanted to face Finn more than he wanted to face John Cena.
Yeah. And what do you think of when Roman brought up John Cena and Nikki Bella's breakup?
Oh, everybody does that.
What do you think of that segment they had, and where John said, "If I win, you quit WWE"?
That was real gangster, though.
And what do you think of John Cena as a heel, too?
I mean, that was his last heel run, which is cool.
What do you think of it in general?
It's okay.
And your honest opinion, what did you think of John Cena versus Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa with LA Knight? Yeah.
LA Knight, I mean, he was good. But he was good before, but now he's just overrated.
True. And what do you think of John Cena when he faced Solo Sikoa, even though Sikoa beat him? But then John Cena helped Cody Rhodes win the championship at WrestleMania 40.
It was okay.
And what did you honestly think about how John Cena beat Punk after showing respect to him at Elimination Chamber?
I was like, I don't know. It's so complicated because, like, okay, if you look at this.
Mm-hmm.
So there was WrestleMania that John was not on the card, right?
Yeah.
Because he wanted to face the streak of Undertaker. So he had to buy his ticket to WrestleMania.
Uh-huh.
And then when he was sitting in the crowd, he was having a beer. I don't think he drank the beer, but...
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, oh, shoot,
Yeah.
And he's like, I got a match, okay. And he's like, okay, cool.
And
So he kind of like, that was the funniest thing. I was like laughing.
wow. And what do you think of John Cena and his career in general, like on him on the mic?
He's really good at what he does, to be honest.
What was your favorite roast that John Cena has done?
Oh, the one he did with Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania when there was no fans.
What did he say to Bray Wyatt?
Take these nuts in your face.
What was your reaction?
I felt like he was just trying to do a peanuts joke. Like, you know, he wasn't saying it in a sexual way. He was talking about, like, you know, his roasting with, you know, peanuts.
And what do you think about how John Cena was about, like, where he and Rock set their goal of a match between each other, the People's Champ versus the greatest of all time, at WrestleMania 28. a year ahead of WrestleMania?
That was the match of the year, John Cena versus The Rock.
Yeah. And what'd you think of it?
That was a good match.
And what'd you think of them meeting again the year after?
Okay, so the first matchup, John lost. The second matchup, John won.
It's like John wanted a rematch.
Yeah.
And what do you think about how John Cena and his feuds where he had to team up with The Rock against the Miz Awesome Truth?
Oh, that was the Survivor Series. That was cool.
And what did you think of that match?
I mean, The Rock and The Miz was getting fired, so it was pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
But then they teamed up against her.
Yeah.
But I liked it, though. I like that. I like the matches with the people that they don't expect to do matches with. Because it's a one-in-a-lifetime type of stuff that they're doing, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And what do you think in general about John Cena and how he is with the kids?
I mean, I don't understand why he doesn't want kids, but, I mean, he would be a great father.
Yeah. He says that he thinks he wouldn't be around as much because of his job as an actor.
I mean, you could bring your kids on the
trip.
A lot of actors bring their kids with them, to be honest.
You're right about that. And what do you think to John Cena, where John Cena says that literally that he said he wants the face of WWE to be Cody Rhodes after John Cena retires?
It kind of hurts that he's retiring, but like, I know his health is not okay, so I understand.
True. And what do you think of this? We're 5 dates away until his retirement match.
Unreal.
And what was your first thought when he first announced that he was going to retire?
It kind of hurts my soul because I grew up watching him.
I understand that. And what do you think about how John Cena where he roasted The Rock and everything? And he says, "I'm coming for you."
He's like, I'm like a big purple pinwheel, Rock, so go ahead and blow me.
Oh my God.
I remember the line.
And what do you think about John Cena's feud with oh my goodness, who was it? Kurt Angle, when John Cena slapped Kurt Angle as a young kid.
Oh yes, that was his debut when he debuted in the WWE. He's like, who are you, kid? I'm John Cena. What are you here for? Ruthless aggression. He just smacks the taste out of it. I was like, oh God.
What do you think of all that?
I was like, Jesus, he just slapped the taste out of him.
That's true. And what do you think of their feud?
They had good feuds, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And what do you think of John Cena being an actor and a wrestler?
Okay, John Cena and a lot of WWE superstars has been doing it, like Paige, aka Saraya.
True.
The Miz,
That's
The Rock.
True.
John Cena's done 21. He done something called 21 something. It was a good movie.
Oh yeah.
He did the Marine. He did the very first Marine. And then the Miz took over the Marine movies.
Wow.
It was first John Cena, then it was Teddy DiBiase, then it was the Miz. Miz does the rest.
Wow. And what do you think of how John Cena deadlifted Jimmy Fallon on his show live on The Tonight Show?
Is he even getting his show back?
Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
They just announced they're bringing the show back.
I am sorry for Jimmy Kimmel for his show being taken away from just a miscommunication.
Yeah.
But glad to have his show back.
John Cena's going to be his first guest back.
That's pretty cool. Jimmy Kimmel, you should have John Cena as your first guest back because he's leaving the WWE.
Yeah. And what do you think about John Cena, like, just as a leader?
So first off, and first knows this, John Cena is a locker room leader.
Mm-hmm.
And not a lot of people know what a locker room leader is. It's not even just in the locker room, but it's outside the locker room. Because when you're in a sports or you're in like some kind of profession, you have to be a locker room leader. You have to be a leader in general. No
True.
matter what your position is as that employee, but you have to show an example. No matter if you are a manager, general manager, assistant manager, no matter how hard times of stress, you need to be a role model to people no matter what. Because I have a disability, you got to be a role model to me as well. Because you cannot just show any disagreements. Just because of who you are, whatever corporate job you work for, no matter what athlete, whatever job it is, corporate, no matter what, you have to show an example to any of your employees, no matter what. At the end of the day, I like my job. There's sometimes that I don't like my job, but I have to go there any time of the day because I need to make my income.
That's true.
Because Social Security is basically screwing me over. John Cena says, never give up. No matter how hard times are, never give up. No matter how many times you fall, never give up. No matter how many times you struggle, never give up. A lot of people don't know. I've been posting on Snapchat about what I do at my job with my friends. And they see the struggles that I'm dealing with my job. Where
That's
I'm
true.
pulling 300-pound carts by myself. And I can tell you, there's like a lot of stuff that I have to unload. But at the end of the day, I think of my mind, I'm like, never give up. No matter how many times I want to give up, I don't. You just have to have that mentality in your head. No matter how many times your employers want you to give up and quit, you don't stood to their level. You prove them wrong that I made it here, and I'll still make it here. I'm on my 3rd year at this job.
Wow.
Oh, shoot. October will be my 4th year.
Wow.
No, that's December. December will be my 4th year. But like, holy shit.
And what do you
I've
think
been working
of
I've been working there for 4 years.
Wow. And what do you think about how John Cena, just like as a leader, you were saying?
He's the leader in my book. He shows me for leadership of every single thing. Like, no matter if you're the captain of the sports team, you're not. You have to know your lane and your role. Think of how John Cena was not the locker room leader until he got that torch passed to him.
That's true. That's true about John Cena and his leadership and everything.
So why do you think he's the 17-time world champion? Because he got that torch passed him by the Hall of Famer Ric Flair himself. Woo! So that's why he's the locker room leader. When you earn that, you get to do that.
That's true.
He cannot be titled. He never got titled. He put hard work and dedication. Like, maybe he did use steroids for something. You may, before you accuse someone of steroids use, maybe you should ask, like, hey, why did you use steroids? Why this? Just ask the right questions, not the offensive questions. Because if you ask the offensive questions, yeah, they're going to take it the wrong route. But if you ask it the right route, they're not going to take offense of it. Like, you don't want to go too personal, but you want to go small personal. You don't want to say, like, hey, I know that you got a little, like, more muscle than, like, how did you do it? And if they feel comfortable telling you, then they'll tell you. But you don't want to say, like, hey, are you a steroid user? You don't want to say, a lot of people say, are you Addy or natty? So what Addy means steroids user. Natty means you're natural, all natural. So when you say, are you natty, you mean you're all natural. If you say, are you Addy, that means you're using steroids, you know? Like, like, that's for bodybuilders. Like, if you look at the difference from how The Rock was and now, what he is now, he's not natty. When he first started, he was natural. So, like, John Cena, like, I wouldn't say he was natural from the start. He was just like, yeah, he was natural. He's natural how he's lifting. He's not over abusing it. The way you look at how John Cena looks natural and now he's not because he's losing the muscle, if you look at it. But not talking bad about him because he's a good person. I'm talking about good about him. He had to use it because maybe something in his body and he got, but he's not, the good thing is he never abused it. So that's why people think he was natural.
That's true.
Why. So he never abused it. He never abused roids. He never had roid rage. So why do you think people had nothing nice to say about John Cena? If you look at it, a person on steroids, like what we're doing right now, you're pointing your camera at me because we're doing an interview, right?
Yeah.
Let's say in my book, like where I'm John Cena.
Yeah.
Just a slow monologue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in public, right? And I'm saying, and I say like this first, like, did you get my consent to, put that camera at me, right?
Yeah.
That is how you know he's not void raging. Either way, yes, he's a athlete. Yes, you're in a public place. But I'm not going to say, like, if you're in a public place, don't expect people to not take your photos, not take your videos of you, right? Mm-hmm. But, like, at least he says, like, yes, I know I'm in a public place, but at least ask for my consent, and I will say, yes, go ahead. So he knows he's in a public place. He's not delusional. He knows he's in a public place. But a lot of people don't know, like, Karen's for secondhand. Hey, Karens, you're not a famous athlete. You're not a famous preneur. John Cena has his perspective to say, get my consent first. You don't get that perspective, Karens, at the end of the day.
And what do you think of John Cena saying
John Cena's not disrespecting people and grabbing people's phones saying, do not videotape me. Do not.
True. You're right.
That's how you know he's not roid raging, because he took it probably once or twice and that's it. He's not abusing it. If you abuse roids, then you're going to be like that. You're going to snatch those cameras out and then you're just like entitled. Like, no, but like, not a lot of people are like that.
That's true. Now that me and Randy discussed the first half of the sports interview about John Cena and his leadership and about his feuds and everything, now we're going to be discussing all about his championship reigns, his world championships. 17. He is the greatest of all time. He is the last real champion. And honestly, his matches with Adam Copeland and also Randy Orton, CM Punk, Bray Wyatt, Bryan Daniels, and everything else. I'm really sad to see John Cena not be the champion. But he was a great champion. He had to win his 17th world championship somehow, and he did it. Even though he didn't do it like clean, still, John Cena is the greatest of all time. He is the GOAT. And the great Ric Flair wanted him to break his world championship record. And when he did, I was like, I predicted it. My friend Randy predicted it. We both predicted John Cena would do this. John Cena is literally the GOAT. And John Cena, we will be seeing you at Monday Night Raw, November 17th. We will ask you if it's okay to take a photo or video of you or with you. And literally, John Cena, thank you for everything you have done for the fans and for WWE and your movies. I can't wait to see the new movie you just made and everything. Head of the State, I can't wait to see that movie, John Cena. That's a really good movie to see. But John Cena's matches where he became the 17th world champion, literally John Cena has had so many great championships that he's had. And I'm really excited to see John Cena do a lot more work for WWE behind the scenes and be able to actually just listen to the fans and get their input. Here's my friend Randy to discuss all about his world championship reigns and show off his championship belt. And honestly, John Cena literally has so many great world championship reigns where he took the championship off Adam Copeland, the rated R superstar, and as known as Edge when he was in WWE, and The Big Show, and Kurt Angle, The Rock, everyone else. Literally, John Cena had so many great championship reigns. Congrats on being the last real champion, the 17-time world champion, the greatest of all time, John Cena. Here's my friend Randy discussing the 17 world champion John Cena and his title reigns.
Okay, so his first title. So this is how the storyline goes, right? Mm-hmm. So basically, how WWE works: you win A, mid-card title. So his first mid-card title was the United States title. So he lost it to a guy named Orlando Jordan, which was the first African-American bisexual United States title champion. So basically, John Cena's first title that he created into a spinner was the United States title.
Mm-hmm.
So when he lost the title to Orlando Jordan, which I'm not going to lie, Orlando Jordan was a really good wrestler. I just don't understand why WWE has something against the LGBTQ wrestlers. But, like, at the end of the day, that's who they are.
True. And you were saying about John Cena's other title
And
reigns.
then, after he let go the United States title, he went after the WWE title, which he went after JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield.
Mm-hmm.
After John Bradshaw Layfield defeated Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace to you. And then John Cena beat him. Then John Cena had a rematch John Bradshaw Layfield had a rematch for the WWE title, and that was where it went to a bloodfest. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then John Cena had a match with Big Show, Brock Lesnar. He had so many good matches.
Yeah.
My favorite WrestleMania match for wrestling, like world title match, was John Cena versus Edge, aka Adam Copeland, the Radar Superstar, at WrestleMania 25 against Edge, Big Show, and John Cena for the world title, where John Cena AA both Edge and Big Show at the same time. And
I remember that.
But what sucks about that match, John Cena lost it the day after that at Backlash, and he lost it to Edge again because Big Show got Mr. Pissy banned.
Wow. And then in the rest of his title reigns?
And then he won multiple other titles after that. Another cool match was the Royal Rumble, where he beat AJ Styles, because he never beat AJ Styles, and then he finally beat AJ Styles for title.
For the 16th.
Yeah.
And what do you think of him and Ric Flair? Where Ric Flair wanted John Cena to break his record.
So there was a podcast person in New York City where SummerSlam was in New York, and he basically screwed John Cena for the United States title and unified the United States title with the WWE Championship at that SummerSlam, and cost John and gave it to Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm. True. And about Ric Flair, where he wanted John Cena to break his title record of 16 with 17.
And then that Raw after, that's when Ric Flair says, "Oh, I wanted him to beat my record." And then he's like, "Oh, I didn't know. And then he's like, then John Cena actually added to an adjustment to him. And I was laughing.
Wow. And what do you think of how John Cena said, "I want to shake the hand when someone reaches 18"?
That's respect.
And what do you think about John Cena's 17 world championships?
I mean, that's records are meant to be break.
And what did you think of it? What was your thought of when John Cena became the 17-time world champion?
I called it.
True. And what do you think about how John Cena went after almost every other title, but he had never won the Intercontinental?
Okay, that would be a dream to see him do before he retires, and then just relinquish it and give it to someone else, because he's not Grand Slam champion. I don't think it matters to him because he won every single title, you know?
Yeah.
Except for one title.
And which one was it? I'm trying to remember. Oh my goodness, what was the title?
Intercontinental title. He never won the Intercontinental title.
Wow. And what do you think of him wanting to face Jacob Fatu, Solo Sikoa, Dominick Mysterio, and AJ Styles before he retires?
Oh my God! Now we have John Cena retiring. Now we have AJ. That's insane. But I mean, Joe Hendry idolized John Cena, though.
That's true. Do you think we should get Joe Hendry versus John Cena?
That'd be nice.
What about Jacob Fatu versus John?
I mean, there should be... I wouldn't mind a triple threat, though. Jacob Fatu versus Joe Henry versus John Cena. That would be good.
Yeah, that would be a good match. And what do you think about John Cena in general with all the titles that he's had?
I hate to say this, but I would always think John Cena's last match should have been with Bray Wyatt. That should have been his last.
His retirement match.
Yes, because John Cena beat Bray Wyatt not once but twice, but Bray Wyatt only beat John Cena once.
Wow. That's insane.
As the Fiend. I mean, John Cena beat him at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And at Fastlane.
That's true.
But also, Bray Wyatt beat John Cena in a steel cage match, but that didn't count because he got a distraction by a John Cena fan.
That's insane. And what do you think about John Cena in general, like with him going after almost every title, and you were saying about John Cena?
It's like, it's cool that he's going to go back to his hometown where he was born and raised, but like, it's just sad seeing him leave since he started in the Ruthless Aggression era, and then he just came so far. He won every title you think of. The Ruthless Aggression World Tag titles with Batista, and they were both also single champions too.
That's true.
And then,
mm-hmm.
And then the only title he did not win was the Intercontinental title. I mean, I don't think he cares for it, but that's a very prestige title to have in your career. I mean,
true.
I've had it as a commemorative title.
That's true. And what do you think about how John Cena's merchandise is now not as expensive now, and he wants the fans to not spend that much on him?
I mean, that's John Cena. He has a good heart for his fans because he understands that some people are not financially able to do it.
True.
And he understands where people are having hard times. This is what I got to say to you guys. Failure is not an option, but if you know there always are bad, but those bad times are meant for good reasons.
That's true.
You have to go for those bad reasons, for those bad times, to make it to those good reasons. At the end of the day, do not give up. If you're working so hard for that opportunity, you have to scratch and claw for every opportunity. I mean, I have done that. Okay, so what? You have a partner who got a job handed to you, or she had a connection by a family member that she got that job handed to you, and you have to scratch and claw just to get an opportunity for a job, like I've done on 2 different occasions. But at the end of the day, what is life for? What is a life without a beautiful reason, a beautiful life, a beautiful death, or a beautiful dream, or whatever you're looking for? Because at the end of the day, what are we living for? An American dream, trying to be somewhere, be something that we want to be. But at the end of the day, if you're not dreaming, then you're not dreaming at all.
True.
You have to look at the stars and dream at the stars because you know you're going to make it someday. If you want to play a professional sport, do it. You want to be an athlete, do it. Follow your dreams. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not going to make it, because you will. If you follow those critics and believe they're negative, yeah, you're not going to make it. If you believe in yourself, and you can achieve it. Always believe in yourself. If you believe it, you will achieve it. Never give up, as John Cena would say. There was a kid that I found on YouTube that he says, I'm throwing away this garbage. And he was a John Cena fan because of a storyline. Well, listen up, kid. You're looking at a 30-year-old man that's been through it all. I already know this wrestling is basically staged. It's not like, yeah, you can pick and choose who you like as a wrestler. Yeah, that's your choice, kid. At the end of the day, great job on your YouTube channel. Keep it up, kid. If you don't see this, go see my comment on your YouTube channel, because I already subscribed to your channel, kid.
True. And what do you think of how John Cena fans cried when he turned heel against Cody?
That's showing real tears and emotion because he knows his time is up.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about John Cena, just like, if you had to say a message to him right now?
John Cena, I have idolized you. I have thought of everything that you have accomplished in the WWE, and I am far beyond grateful. Thank you for everything you've done in my childhood, making me love WWE, making me love Bray Wyatt, and loving every match that you have done for not just me and every fan in that arena, and showing us with the passion and the love for wrestling.
Yeah. And what do you think about John Cena saying after the worst terrorist attack happened, where John Cena said, "We got him"?
That was the hardest fall of our lives. Like, that's the hardest downfall of our lives.
Yeah. And what do you think of when John Cena said?
I'm glad that he's happy that we got our retribution, though.
Yeah. And what do you think of how John Cena proved to everyone the United States can get over anything?
We just gotta keep on fighting. We gotta keep on fighting. We gotta keep on being Americans and living the American dream. Like, yeah, we have people that, are different. Unicities, right? We have different beliefs. We have different skin colors. We have different, religions. But, like, what is the American dream if we're not letting other people live the American dream?
That's true. And I do want to say thank you for doing this sports interview. This will be going on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
If you don't know, if you like, subscribe, comment, and post that notification. And if you comment in this video, comment and tell us what you feel about John Cena. If you like him, if you hate him, or you're in the middle of your emotions of it, and tell us how you feel about his retirement. And if you see us at Raw, don't hesitate to say hi and actually do a sports interview with us. But we'll say, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We don't care about your gender. We don't care about if you're a female, male. Come on to us.
That's true.